Hola, mis amigos. It's Tara by Tess. I am doing your October 2017 reading, and it looks super fabulous, by the way. Much better than last month. And it's hinting at the reading that we had in July, which I did talk about, that delayed getting your wish. Well, wish card came up again in what's coming towards you, and it's in the upright. In fact, there's only 2 cards in the reverse, and those mainly talk about slight delay, but it's coming quickly when it does come. Okay. Overall, the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. And because we have a 6 of Cups in your situation, this is going to be involved with reuniting with people from your past and second chances. And it's been a long time coming. Like, the person's been in the grave for a long time. It's like, finally, Judgment Day's here, right? Okay, so in your situation, we have the 6 of Cups. This is wanting the reunion and getting it. It is being a little too trusting, but also finding peace with whatever it is that's been going on with you. And basically talking about past lovers. But this is more of a favorable reading just because it's right next to the wish card, and it's also clarified by the bottom of the deck, which is an overall theme, which is Judgment. And funnily enough, I put it in the outcome spot, which I wasn't really thinking about. But there's a big transformation going on because you do have the Sun and the World and Judgment. So I feel like slates being wiped clean, people are having new starts, and it's a type of liberation for whomever, maybe all parties involved. And it's absolute and final, and it brings about almost a new way of seeing things, which is what Judgment would imply. I also feel like, I talk about love situations as if the person's the opposite gender of me, so just apply it how you can. But it looks as if your love interest is wanting to offer you something. I'm not saying it's an actual gift. I'm just saying they want to offer something to you. It's most likely emotional because we do have some cups in here. There's also passion because we have some wands. But overall, it's going to be emotionally fulfilling because that's what this card means. It's getting some stability when it comes to this past situation, and it's getting your wish, not being disappointed. Overall, emotionally fulfilling. So getting your fill. And then I do want to clarify, why is the 6 of Cups here? Okay. So we have Strength, Ace of Pentacles, and again, 2 of Swords reversed, which we already have later on. So this is just telling me that somebody has seen something, the blindfold has come off, and you're going to resolve the differences. They're no longer in denial about what to do anymore. And it's like the past negativity for them, and really being like self-absorbed, I guess you could say, has kept them from admitting their feelings. Okay. On one side we have Strength, which is Leo, which is a whole shit ton of passion. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is being on the right path, being offered an opportunity, and it's quick news, which I do see news coming in rather quickly once that decision is made. And then it's good news. It's pretty much, aside from the 10 of Cups, it's complete ecstasy. And you're close to being there because you have 9 of Cups, and this 6 of Cups person is offering you an Ace of Cups, which 9 plus 1 is 10, and that's the 10 of Cups. All right, so let's see why the 9 of Cups is here. What is this wish? Although we already know what it is, but it didn't hurt to clarify. Or reiterate, I guess. Okay, hold on. Okay, the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Cups. So you are definitely getting a wish, and it's definitely running over. Ooh, I'm a little hot. And I guess it's both people's wish, because we have two. It's the fulfillment of wishes. So no matter what, you are getting your wish. That's coming towards you in October. What's your advice? We have the Eight of Wands. So this is communicating quickly, a little impulsively, but it's also, again, a lot of passion. So it's communicating the passion and going quickly. Yeah. Let's clarify that one. What is the advice? That doesn't count. Regarding the Eight of Wands. What is the advice regarding the Eight of Wands? I mean, you can't get much better than getting your wish. It looks like it's a second chance with someone from your past. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. I have no idea where it went. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Maybe my chair is squeaky. Okay. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands clarified by the Seven of Wands. Okay, so it's... I don't think I've seen that combination. Let me think about that for a second. I mean, I know what it means. I just haven't really given it much thought. So it's standing your ground about what you're passionate about. I also feel like this is saying something that's happening, not only is it happening quickly, but it's a lot. So again, it's like over and over and over again. It's the cups are filling over. It looks for both parties. So it's like the cups keep flowing. So it's like keep the wine going kind of thing. I mean, it could also be exercise. Like, hey, some advice, get out there and exercise. The Seven of Wands also talks about the Eight of Wands, I feel like, is like something coming under siege. Okay. And the Seven of Wands is somebody being defensive and standing their ground. But your advice is to kind of like knock them down, I guess. Not in a bad way, but just knocking their defenses down is what I get. Okay. The next one is your likely outcome. And we have the Knight of Swords. So right next to the Eight of Wands, this is saying as soon as they get word from you, they are on it. Okay? Like, they aren't even waiting. So it may be the communication that needs to come from you. But the card came out a little sideways, not too much. And so I feel like you're a little hesitant about that. And so you may be waiting for something else. I'm not sure what it is. Again, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So you have made a decision. You were on the fence. But once this person realizes that you are loyal, and there's no hidden agenda, they're planning for control of the situation. And funnily enough, the Three of Pentacles is right after it. And this talks about the plan for control is going to work out. I don't know, they need something, and then bam, they're on it. And the thing is, they have a really good perspective. Perhaps maybe they were missing some information, what the Two of Swords upright would suggest, but now they're not missing that information anymore. So they have all they need to know. And with the birds here in the background, this is saying they have the higher perspective now. They can see things differently. And of course, there's also, the birds on the horse's vestment, the reins. Those are butterflies. And then there's also birds as well. And he has wings on his boots. So this is all about flying quickly. And they're wanting to work together. And they observe you, or they have been observing you, whatever this is about. And they're like, you have what it takes. So basically you fit into their mold. funnily enough, the Knight of Swords person is a military type of person. It doesn't actually have to be somebody in the military. They just have to have that defender kind of personality. And then we have the Nine of Wands clarifying. Actually, this all came out in the same thing, so it's actually not a clarification. But I couldn't put, 8 cards in one spot. So I did 4 and 4. But we have the Nine of Wands, which is they are a little cautious. And they have some kind of a past that is haunting them. I don't really think it involves you so much. It could, but I think that's resolved. There's something else that kind of haunts them, and that's stirring up this defender type of personality. And right here next to the Six of Wands, they've been cautious, it seems, and they may stay a little cautious, even though they're throwing caution to the wind at the same time. So this is crazy. But they're trying not to fall into a trap. They're trying not to get scammed or taken advantage of. Or maybe they're not trying to take advantage of you. And again, with this whole world under siege and this person being the one that's coming out, I feel like they're a little embarrassed. Like, what I see here is they definitely want to give you everything you want. And just like one word from you and they'll do it. It's like they finally wised up. They saw the light. They saw something. And there's emotional fulfillment. I don't see any particular signs in here. Well, we do have Leo. I forgot about Leo. Leo's in here. Leo also has the Sun card. Could have an air sign. Six of Cups, I believe, is a Cancer or Scorpio card. The World, it doesn't point to it, but it's reminiscent of the Wheel of Fortune, which has the 4 corners, and it usually points to the eagle, which is representative of Scorpio. Again, that makes me think of the higher perspective. See, there's what, Scorpion, Eagle, and Phoenix. So perhaps they're in the eagle stage of their life if you're dealing with a Scorpio. But yeah, they're a little embarrassed because they want to give you everything you want. And it seems, I don't know what it seems like to them. So they're a little defensive. But what I see is, okay, get all these together. I don't know if I can show all these at the same time. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so overall, in your situation, what's coming towards you and what's the likely outcome is that in a world under siege, they want to give you the security you want. So that's what that is. It's security and emotional fulfillment. They want to keep you in the bubble. So pretty much just be a protector is what I'm seeing here. Or you want to give this to them, depending on who you are. And that's like fucking music to a Cancer's ears, you guys. I mean, like, we're all about security. So this is just pretty interesting. Cancers don't usually get these kinds of readings. It's always about, like, let go of the past, suck it up. But that's what I see. But there's a lot of passion here. I mean, talks about a prosperous beginning, which I think is also about security, but it's more about lust. And I always bring up the fact that these are forbidden fruits. But it's the new phase in love, and this is somebody you've known before, obviously. Could be from work, something to do with finances, school, something of that nature, so you'll know who the person is. Could even be a Leo, could be somebody who's just wise and passionate at the same time. Could be, just a very passionate person. I mean, there is passion written all over this. They're very emotional, and I think that's why it's emotionally fulfilling because, as a Cancer, that goes together very well. And then, of course, we have the Judgment card, which does talk about second chances, having a time of new beginnings, which you will be. And because we have the Ace of Cups given to the Nine of Cups, that does equal 10 of Cups, so I'll talk about what that would mean. And it means an old love is revived permanently. It's also reconciling your ideas, raising this love affair, for lack of a better phrase, from the dead. And it's also wiping the slate clean, letting, the dead be buried. And it's also just coming to terms with the past and somebody accepting their actions. And it also says that wonderful things are about to happen, which obviously, we've got 6 of Cups and 9 of Cups twice. And it's going to be seeing things very differently. You're going to feel like a new person. And the thing is, with the 6 of Wands here, even though it's reversed, because you have the 9 of Cups twice, I feel like you're going to be winning twice, like winning doubly. So I think both people are getting what they want. Also, this person is a little possessive, okay? So just be aware that they will be calling the shots. Or if this is you, then you're calling the shots, depending on, what kind of personality you have. But overall, ultimate outcome is happiness and success. With the sun right next to it, it's success and happiness. So you can't get better than that. I'm trying to think if there's anything. You were stuck, but you won't be anymore. If there's some kind of reconciliation you've been wanting, which I do see happening, usually the world is the achievement of the star goal. And the star is not here, but the goal of the star is healing, renewal, peace, recovering, uniting, having hope, okay? So that's what the goal is. And you're going to be just on top of the world. Like, it's abnormally exciting. And basically the world is at your doorstep. So, let's see what advice we can get from the Romance Angel Oracle deck. What messages are there for Cancers for the month of October 2017? Okay, let's see what this says. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And I'm pretty sure 6 of Cups is a soulmate card. I don't know if I want to ruin it by pulling one more card. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so no need to let go of control issues. Now, Scorpios almost always get this card. Always. Like, they're not letting go of control issues. So you may be dealing with a Scorpio, or because somebody's calling the shots, maybe there is no need to let go of control issues. I'm not sure. All right, I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to draw up anything bad. This is too good. All right, guys, good luck, and let me know how it resonates, or keep me updated if it hasn't resonated yet.